Okay. Hello everyone, this is Flamsronic, YouTube's Tosuke, and welcome to my 400 subscriber special. This is a tour of my collections and my room, which I'm going to show later on, but this is sort of my main place of hanging out. This is our basement. Got a bunch of stuff. That's where I punched a hole in the wall, because I got angry at Infinite World. Anywho. This is my stuff. That's my N64. The red controller is actually kind of new, but there's my GameCube and my Super Nintendo with the Famicom controller. This is a real Famicom controller, and yes, it does work on the Super Nintendo. The main reason why I got it was because, one, I saw it at AWA and I'm like, mine! But I also... This is gonna bother me. Okay. But I also got it because I wanted a second controller for my, or a main controller, quote-unquote, I suppose, for the Super Nintendo, but I wanted something that didn't look like the usual one. And I didn't want to get one of the new third-party ones because I figured they wouldn't really work that well. There's my GameCube over there. And over here's a clone Sega Genesis that I got for Christmas. I still don't know where my actual regular one is, and those are just a bunch of computer stuff, some computer games, and there's a thing of Legos, and more Legos, and a dinosaur dude. Spider-Man novel I never read. In fact, it's pretty beefy. Spider-Man The Venom Factor by Diane Duane. Never did read it. But here's a... You guys remember this? This old Banjo-Kazooie Toys R Us exclusive thing, and I also have the Hot News 64 about a Jet Force Gemini and Donkey Kong 64, and I had one about Sonic Adventure and a few other games that was mainly about the Dreamcast, but, you know, that's my rough collection of VHS that I like to keep. There's some blank CDs whenever I need to use blank CDs. Assorted gaming mags and instruction manuals, as well as some other strategy guides. This is the mic I use, the MXL 990, plugged in through a Icicle. My Dazzle's over there, but this is the Icicle. And pop filter. It used to have a shock mount, but it broke and it would like kind of wobble a little bit, so I can't really use it anymore. But up here's my main anime watching. My main anime watching. What's the word? My collection of anime that I'm gonna, and of course Red vs. Blue is thrown in there. My main section of like watching anime. This is stuff that I'll either want to watch, or I'm just currently watching, or it's just whatever I feel like putting there. Like Koi Muzo's there, Rosario Vampire's there, All of Italia. This is Strawberry Panic, and if you can see it, Black Blood Brothers. Of course, the two Berserk movies and the TV show on DVD, and I've got some other stuff. This is the Dragon Ball section. It's all of Dragon Ball. Essentially, you know, you've got Dragon Ball here, the movies, Dragon Ball Z, the beautiful Dragon boxes. If you're gonna get Dragon Ball Z on DVD, get the Dragon boxes. It doesn't have the Bruce Faulkner music, but it's still pretty good. These are the movies, then got the specials here, Bardock and Trunks. GT, this also includes the one movie. This is seasons 1 and 2 of Kai. And I have the other two, seasons 3 and 4, so I have all of Kai, and I'm going to get the Boo stuff when it comes out. That'll probably be like 1 or 2 seasons, I'd say. But I don't have them because my roommate in college wanted to watch them, so we've been doing that. This is my other assortment of DVDs here, like, you know, you've got the Saint Seiya. These are the movies, and Vesperia, First Strike, Yu Yu Hakusho on DVD, as well as the movies. Orphan, Escalade, Samurai Champloo. I've got all of Inuyasha. I'm only missing the movies, and of course I have, you can't really see it, but like Fate Stay Night, the movie, and the TV show. By movie, I mean Unlimited Blade Works, and this is, these are pre-order Tales DVDs. Like, this is the Tales Festival one with Leon as the host. And of course that one is about Radiant 2. These are, should probably do a video about these. These are the official US PlayStation Magazine demo discs, the one that you could get if like you got the they came with the magazine. They had demos on them and like little special videos. One of them had a feature on Tales of Legendia, and of course, one of them also included a demo for Soul Calibur 3, which I played a fair amount. This is my GameFly thing. The game I have here is Dynasty Wars 8. Still never bought it. I will eventually. I'll get it on PS4. This is my GameCube and Wii collection, as well as like newer PS2 games. I've gotten like these are my most recent ones. Like you can tell. I mean, this is the Berserk game. Of course, next is Budokai 2 and Saint Seiya and Soul Calibur 2 and of course Silent Hill and a bunch of other stuff. And no collection of the GameCube is complete without Symphonia. Of course, now you don't need it because there's Chronicles, which I also have. But this is my Dazzle that I use to record stuff. I've already done a video on it, and that's just assorted. You can't really see it because it's dark, but those are assorted PS2 instruction manuals. I just kind of keep them just because those are my Xbox games, my 360 games, the standard stuff like, of course, Halo Reach, and you know, at this point, like, you know, the only other 360 game I really want to get is like the Burger King games and what's the word? Shit. The Fable Anniversary, because I have Fable 1 and 2 and I like them. And I'll go ahead and say, before I get to the PS3 stuff, this is a TV that I use to record any commentaries now. I just sit in that chair, and my computer's usually right there because it's a laptop, so I can record. And this is the TV that I watch the games on it. Yeah, I can plug it in and whatnot. So it's actually pretty useful. And when I'm at home, like for summer or a long break or something, I bring my HD TV from college. It's small enough to where it'll fit on this table and not be super bulky. But these are my N64 games, or at least all the ones I could find. I think I'm missing one. Like, I know I'm missing GoldenEye. Here's Game Shark. It's really hard to see, actually. Should have done a light. In fact, this section is actually starting to look a little dark, but I'll try my best to kind of show everything. Sorry, I'm doing this on my iPhone, because the flip video, while it's good, it's got sort of that, not only is it widescreen only, and you kind of have to work with it a little bit to get like a good quality picture, but it's also, it also has terrible battery life. But these are my Sega Genesis games. Like, here's one, Eternal Champions. And this collection, I'm not missing any because, you know, I have them all. I don't even know if I plan on getting more. And here's my Super Nintendo games, starting with Earthworm Jim 2. It's really hard to see. There we go. Earthworm Jim. So, you know what, I'm going to see if I can turn this light on. What's that? No, it's not plugged in. What the fuck? Fine, I'll turn this one on. Or I could just plug. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I did that to distract you, viewers. Okay. That should make things a little bit better, and actually it won't, but it'll help a little bit. Actually, it's helping a lot. Okay. So, Earthworm Jim 2, and this, of course, is Tales of Phantasia on the Super Famicom. One of my most prized games in my collection. This is, it's a game saver. It's kind of dumb, but it's got a little thing on the back where you would plug the game in, because it just kind of sits into the console, as you can see. This is essentially an enabler for importing games, because, you know, with the Super Nintendo, there's really no backwards compatibility. It's just, they're literally these things that are locking you from playing the games. And I guess that was their strategy, because they figured that people wouldn't be able to afford, or they get caught doing other things. But I mean, doing like making like this like fourth party stuff, I guess you could say. But anyway, this is my PlayStation collection, and as you can see, it's probably the biggest collection I have. For example, Lifeline, This game is, it's something. And of course this is a Japanese game. In Japan it's called Operator Side. And you could probably use this as a test. Like if I ever teach Japanese like at college or something, I will make my students play this in Japanese. Hook it up to my PS2, put in the microphone, and be all like, bitches talking. That's Charlie barking. I'm actually doing this at night in contrast to the other one where I show everything else. But over here is like Champions of North and whatnot. And this is an assortment of like, these are both like Game Shark and whatnot, but they're also games that I don't have a disc for. Like my new PS3 was the Red God of War edition, so I actually have the HD collection of God of War, like 1, 2, and 3, and I believe also Origins maybe, or not Origins. But anyway, this is my PlayStation collection. This one I've actually tried to build with newer games. The latest one being Clock Tower, technically Clock Tower 2, and now you know that's okay. It kind of deserves to fall because look at the shape it's in. It was written on, and I tried to get it off, but it was kind of hard. If anyone knows a way to clean this kind of stuff, let me know, because you know that actually kind of bugs me about eBay. That's the one thing that, you know, with Amazon that I put Amazon over eBay, because with eBay it's very clear what you're getting. That, and you know, it's bootleg free for the most part. I did see some Dragon Ball. Of course, figures, you know, those are like the biggest. With video games, you can't really, or I guess you could, but these are the PS3 games, and down here is some of my imported games. I've got one right there, and there's also several, like, actually behind this section, which I'll show in a minute. But of course, here's a Tales Symphonia, the one that sticks out. Of course. And Star Ocean's an interesting case because I bought this one directly from Square Enix, and it's like a brand new copy. Same with Final Fantasy Anthology right here. You know, I bought these two games later in the life cycle, so you know that they were newer copies, which I think is actually kind of interesting. It was almost as if they actually made a copy specifically because I bought it. Not saying that I'm special, but in the sense that, you know, they can't really, you know, when they put it on there, you know, they only have so many copies because the game is out of print now. But over here it's like memory cards and whatnot, and my little flash card thing, or slide card. There's actually one that I'm missing. I'll have to look for that later. One of the side cards, which is like my favorite because it's all smooth and shit, and I've used it for like ever. It's probably hiding. I've lost it a time or two. This is Swap Magic, for those who care. And of course, these are the more recent games, like of course Exilia, Marvel Superheroes. This game's actually pretty fun. Battle Sea, Symphonia Chronicles, and good old Dark Souls 2. Prepare to Die edition. That was me pretending that the game was attacking me with evil music. And got some PS2 games over here, like Abyss and RPG Maker 3. And this one is the one I pointed to. The one in Japanese is Destiny 2. Now, I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. I'm going to pull these games out to show you guys the games that are behind here. So, excuse the thingy. But yeah, there's some games behind here even. And of course right here, can you see it? No, you can't. I'll try to pull it out. And there's more right here too, actually, so kind of showing off. See, I've got more. And the white one is Tales of Fandom Volume 1, which is another part of one of my prize collections. The Japanese game I was trying to show you was Tales of Rebirth. But I will also show you two of my most prized collections. to my most prized pieces in my collection, I mean. I've Tales Phantom Volume 1, I actually own. I know a lot of people just emulate it, and they emulate the Crest version for some reason. I have the Mint version, and then of course my baby, or one of them, Tales of Eternia on the PlayStation. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And if you care, the game under it was Final Fantasy VII. I got this one at Blockbuster. I was gonna make a plan to get 8 as well, but then I downloaded it on PlayStation Network and it was poopy. But yeah, that's the collection. I guess the only thing I really, one thing I do want to mention is you can't really. Oh no, everything fell. That totally wasn't going to happen. I'm gonna have to clean this shit up. But that was my dinner. We had noodles. I just want to quickly show this here. It's Airtone Lico, but this is actually a fake case. The actual case itself is a PS2 one. Like, you open it up, you know, of course there's the game, and there's the PlayStation thing. But I got this game used, and it just kind of came with the disc, and like one of the GameStop covers. And I'm really anal about this kind of stuff because I like to collect stuff and I want it to look nice, and if it's not the exact cover, I can kind of deal with it if I can like approximate it. If you look at it closely, you could probably tell that it's not exactly the same thing. Heck, you know, if you were to look that up, you would not find this location. But this is actually, I downloaded the case online, or the cover art online, and I printed it out, and yeah, at like Kinko's or something. In the same vein, where is it? Where is that, you little shit? Here you are. In the same vein, this is also not the original case. It's PS3 Blu-ray case, and the cover insert is actually the original, but I had to order it separately. There's a website that sells it, and I bought them together, so they were nice enough to put it together because they probably figured, well, this guy's trying to replace something. I guess there's a market for you know, these cases, because I know there are a lot of people who just put their games, take out all the cases and put them in like discs and whatnot. But yeah, that's something. And for those who care, this, I don't want to step on Grace's. You can't really see it because blah. Maybe if I turn on the TV or something, and it'll do a light, and that's the outside. You can see me filming this. I'll turn on the TV so you guys can at least see, and if it fails, then that's my Wii U, and that's really hard to see, but you know. Well, actually, I'll turn it on. But that might be a PS3. It's the you'll be able to look at it more clearly in a bit, or I'm going to try to. Yeah, you can kind of make it out. I might brighten this video up a tad, just so that you guys can see. That's my PlayStation being all like, what up? Oh, there you go. You can see it a lot clearer now. But PlayStation Plus, Dark Souls 2, that's what I've been playing. I'm actually thinking about playing a little bit more. I've been thinking about RPing in the game. I think it might be kind of fun. And under here is the PS2. You can barely see it, and that's my Xbox, which I don't even touch anymore. Collection of controllers. More collection of controllers, and there's really nothing else in there. And here's my mess of games. Citrus fruit juice and a Coke, and that's my computer. But those are some pots, and that's really everything. I guess the only other stuff I can show you guys is the over here. That's the old TV that I used to use, and these are the headphones that I use when I'm using that mic stand. I only did it just because I wanted to be officials. That's a busted HDMI cord. And this is my gamepad that I used to play, that I've been using to play the Let's Play on, the Legacy of Goku one. It's a Logitech gamepad for the computer. And this is a newer one where it's got, you know, the A, B, X, and Y diamond, and the controllers are not like in a square, they're in a circle, which I guess is better. And of course the start says start, and of course the select is back, and it has like left trigger and right bumper. It's more Xbox style. The D-pad is still like the button kind. I don't really know. It's like the old Xbox controller pad, or controller, where it's not really that good. It's okay, and I hope that they make a new one where it's better, and there's a wireless version of it that's supposed to be smoother or whatever. But regardless, I would recommend getting this one, because, especially this one, because let me see if I can show you. It's wrapped up, because he's doing things. I'm going to take its clothes off. Yeah. But I'll just do that. That's terrible. You should never do that, because it's probably going to yank the cord. But anyway, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. There's a little switch right there. That thing, this thing. That, from what I can tell, is like an auto mapper. So if you're playing like a PC game, it'll work. This is a mirror. Hey, I'm filming you. Anyway, that's everything down here, so why don't we go upstairs into my room to where I can show you guys all the cool stuff. And there's a Mario poster, but we're going to look at my room now. To the room! Okay, so here's my room. You can check it out. You've seen it a few times. Something you probably haven't seen is the Mortal Kombat poster. And over here is this Donkey Kong one, or Donkey Kong. And my Soul Calibur, Sonic, and Saint Seiya one over there. And over here is my only Tails poster. And here are my swords. But anyway, the main point of here's my bed that I never make because that's stupid. Anyway, as far as games go, this is my PSP collection that's being guarded by Spider-Man, Seiya, and Saber, and I guess SBO and Obi-Wan. Oh, and Tenma's over there if you care. But these are all mine. My PSP games. I have a lot of them. The latest one right here is Twin Brave. But I have a lot. Over here's some manga and other figures, and my Batman figures right there. That's the one I reviewed. I like to let him sit over there. Usually his his head's not tilted. I like to kind of have it to where he's kind of looking back at you while he's looking away. Here's Orphan and Pretty Face. This one's actually not that bad. And over here we've got Shikisukai, Tsubasa, and Sandland. And here's some other stuff. There's my old Koga figure, and I've got the new one over there. And over here is my DS collection. There's probably a bit of a glare. Sorry about that. Those are all the ones I have. The latest one being Recoded, which I haven't even touched. Believe it or not. I have played some of it. And of course, this is my DS, my old iPod Touch. I'm actually recording this on my iPhone, as I said before. Or at least I hope I did. I'm actually recording this part first, so it's out of order. So, it's daylight right now. But it may not be daylight. Anyway, this is my PSP, my DS, and my SP, which actually doesn't work very well, my Vita, and my 3DS. And over here, this is actually kind of cool. This is the Hagakure, which is the book of the samurai. It's like the samurai thought process, as well as a book on the Shinsengumi and another book on the samurai for that book project. And over here is some manga. This is all of Negima being guarded by Vegeta, Leon, Luke, Mario, Vegeta again, Goku, Lloyd, Zero, and of course good old Steve. And here's the entire thing about it. with Darth Maul, Raphael, Mario, Marta, Emil, and Yoshi, and Tenebrae over there. And these are vitamins and Shiryu. But yeah, this is the entire Negima manga, all 38 volumes. And over here's some Ice Cubes, gum, as well as the Tales from Symphonia, Successors of Hope novella. And over here is an R.A. Salvatore novel, Homeland. I've got Homeland. I've got like the first, I think, 7 books. I'm still working on the first one, though. I'm a very slow reader. Cross Thang, Liu Kang, Wolverine in the background. He's a newer figure, and some little animal figurines that I have for decoration. And we've got Zero, and new figures I've gotten are Base and Zero and X. I think I called X Zero. Sorry, X. And Scorpion, of course, back there you can see that I've got the Black Zero, and Guts is over there, and this guy, and Yukimura over there. And down here, of course, is my Kaioken notebook, as well as something. Well, I've actually got a Scouter, and it makes the noise too. Where's the? Oh, here's the button. Check it out. Yeah. And over here is some other figures. That's an old rare Yusuke figure. There's this new Scarlet Spider and Koga in his second cloth. Grim Reaper Burger King thing from Simpsons and Vectron. I guess I should probably... You guys didn't get a chance to see the figures up here, did you? I mean, there's not really much. We've got Riku, Vegito, Trunks, Cloud, another Saber, Yusuke. This is a little D&D figurine that I don't even know what I'm doing with. Trunks, which I got from a friend. Another Burger King thing, Mario, Vegeta bobblehead. What's his name? Electro Dude. I can't remember his name. Another Trunks figure, Tech Deck. Android 16, Banjo up there, which is one of the figures I'm proud to own. My Stan thing. Another figure I'm proud to own is my Kazuma figure, because it's just like there weren't too many Escriad or Scried figures, so that's something for some more books over there. And now over here is where a bunch of cool up here's, where I have my Mila figure, and of course another Spider-Man, Zach, Vincent, Man. It's Iron Man, for those of you who don't speak California Girl. And right here is all of Dragon Ball, all 42 volumes of Dragon Ball, which I've read, and it's awesome. Over here is Courtney Crumrin and the Night Things, and this here you've probably seen already. It's the Tales of Eternia manga volume, the only Japanese manga volume I have. Plan to get more. Once I learn Japanese and learn how to read it, I'll keep that there for now. I'll probably do more. Over here, Strawberry Panic. I've got all volumes of Two Heart, both volumes of The Ash the Bloody, and several volumes of Saint Seiya. And right here's Omamori Himari. I don't actually have any other volume. It looks like 7, but it's actually volume 1, I believe. And over here is a graphic novel of Dungeons and Dragons. It's the Dritz book. It's this. See, it's got Legend. It's the first 3 volumes from that book thing. From those over there, 3 volumes, and these 2 are other 3 volumes. This is just a assortment of things, and over here's my Death in the Family Batman, and then this one Batman Ramen. Over here it's empty space, and down here is just snacks. But of course, other stuff like Warcraft and whatnot. I've got a bunch of other stuff I could probably show you, like my Chrono Trigger poster. And let's go into the magic closet where all the cookies are. Turn that light on. Here are all my blouses that I wear for when my senpai wants me to look cute. Actually, they're not blouses. Or yes and no. I don't know. But here are other DVDs that I have on this shelf. As you can see, I've got a bunch. This one in particular, the Code Geass Volume 1, is funny. They have a commentary on the Japanese, with the Japanese voice actors, and they talk about how they get so hungry after eating during recordings, because I don't know what it is. They just eat like a bunch of crackers or something. All this. And that's the Zodiac, which I mentioned in my video about my Saint Seiya collection. I just got it just to compare the dub. I also have the Dragon Ball Z Showdown, the old Ocean dub set, or Ocean DVD, to compare the two dubs. And I know Funimation released it again, but I don't care. Bunch of other DVDs, and over here are the season sets that I keep in here because I don't really need them for like personal viewing. You saw my Dragon boxes, but... And right here is the Tales of Symphonia Chronicles steelbook. I think that's... It doesn't actually say anywhere on it, but I believe it is actually the steelbook brand. I know that for Dark Souls 2 they use a different brand for this steelbook and whatnot, but wooden swords over here and more posters. There's a Big Bang Theory one, which I haven't even put up in a computer monitor, which I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But they're Legos. I'm starting to I should probably turn that shit off. But yeah, that's my room. Oh, and there's Berserk. I'm missing a volume. I need to get more. That's where I keep Berserk in. This thing right here is pretty cool. It's Dragon Ball Z playing cards. So that's cool. And of course, Tales of My Shuffle. I don't remember if I showed it. My brain. But there's my monkey friend who I like to fuck every now and then. No, I found him. His name's Congo, and I used to have him when I was a kid, and I found him. Like, I'm gonna keep you. So, but yeah, that's my room. As you can see, I've got Furby up there. I like to keep a lot of like stuffed animals that I've had. I probably have some. I have a Trunks plushie that is somewhere, but my Charlie kind of ate him. But Cress and Flint up there, and I'll probably get more Tails figures as time goes on. But yeah, that's my 2014 400 subscribers room tour. Thanks for subscribing to me and whatnot. I really appreciate it, because I kind of just make the videos just because. I'm not really looking to get YouTube famous. I just kind of make the videos just because I think they're fun, and I don't really expect many people to watch them, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, one thing I really should probably show you guys is something really cool before I forget. That's the Tales of Eternia desktop accessories. I got that from Moontoon, who graciously sent it to me for a contest she was doing. If you're watching this, Moontoon, here's a little shout out for you. You're awesome. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. There'll be more videos coming up. Once again, thanks for watching. I don't know how long this will be or how good it'll be, but yeah, thanks for watching.